Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to show you the entire series, all 28 sculpts that you get when you buy Series 4 of Star Trek Tactics. These models look really good. So in the back are the common sculpts, and they're very nicely. They all vary in points. I'll have to go through and show you some of the differences in the points later in the video. I'm also going to compare them to other ships in the series. As you can see from this, they are very nicely painted. They look really good. And the common units, well, they're pretty darn good looking, and like I said, they vary in points, so you may want a bunch of them also. Additionally, here's the uncommon. Yeah. Now, how I got these was that I bought 2 boxes of the counter displays, which contains 12 miniatures in each box. I bought them separately, not like as a set or anything. So when I opened up the first box, obviously all 12 are unique. When I got the second box, I actually had 7 duplicates. I think they were 4 common and 3 uncommon. Or maybe 2 uncommon. Anyway, so at that point I decided, okay, I'll just buy them individually. Now, I went online, and generally you get the common and uncommon for a reasonable price, but the rare ones are a little bit more pricier, obviously. So these are the rare ones right here, this across here. When the first box I opened, I actually received this miniature, and the second box open, I got Chang's Bird of Prey. The others I bought separately. The only ones that probably are really a bit too pricey are the Scimitar and J.J. Abrams' Enterprise, which is probably the most expensive one. So I do not recommend checking eBay, or at least look for better deals. Probably one of the better deals, but are commonly sold out, is at popularcollections.com or at coolstuffinc.com to get these rare ones at a more reasonable price. Now the nice thing though is that whether they're rare or uncommon, there's a good variance of points between all of them, so you're going to enjoy each one. So in terms of duplicates in the set, this is what I got. I got these duplicates when I opened the second box. I bought additional duplicates because I just wanted more of them. And then this is what the starter pack offers. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to go ahead and change it up, show you by points what the difference is between the models. And each time I'll give you a better glance of what the models look like, so you could get a good view of how well done this is. Okay, so here we have it. I've also included the starter pack ships, the 4 ships in the starter pack, in this lineup. So what we have here is that at 25 points you get a fighter to choose from, and then this line is the 50-point line. And I'll just keep on showing the details of each miniature as we talk. Here we have the 75-point line. So you could choose from these to build your fleet. And this ship, the bioship, at 90 points. Now probably the bulk of this set is all at 100 points. These are the ships in there. That's the prototype. the Thunder Child. These are really nicely painted. Then at 125 points, here's at 150. And last is Scimitar at 200 or 250, depending on how you set it up. So let me do a pass through so you get a better idea of your selection when building your forces. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is most of these miniatures are unique in some ways, either by paint job or by sculpt. For example, like this ship, very unique to the series. But there are some common looking ships that just have repainted, and they're different named ships with different values. So I will show those for a comparison from this series to the previous ones. So what I have here is I arranged them by faction for those that want to create faction specific games. So in the back here are the Romulans. And then the Klingons. The Federation. The Dominion. The Borg. And the Xindi, Tholian, and there's the last species. So there's quite a bit to choose from for the Federation. All singularly named ships that are different except for the Hood and the Lakota. The second largest number is the Romulan with 8 ships, followed by the Klingons. I don't think I showed this up close. USS Sunderland against the USS Phoenix. You can see how the metallic finish does make a difference in terms of a different look altogether. Some of the other finishes of the previous series aren't as sharp looking, but this is probably one of the most first impression differences. Now on the Klingon side, you can see the differences here. Here's the metallic finish, but the previous ships before that, they look pretty darn good too. So here's a close-up of the Romulan from the previous series. I like this paint job then, as well as the metallic one. So you can just see what the difference is right there, and from the bioships. So I might end up putting some metallic painting on some of the older models to give it a little bit more flavor. Okay, so here's the board comparison between the Series 4 and the previous version. It actually looks pretty good on camera. In person, though, it looks a little bit more plastic-like. So I'll probably put some sort of metallic finish on it to give it a spruce it up. And as you can see, this one's a metallic version. The stand is a little bit lower on this one, which is sort of better because this one tends to be more top heavy and it may fall over easier on your table. It's 150 points, while this is also 150 points. I want to show you there are two cards available for the Scimitar. One of them is an op kit. Just want to show you the differences between them. You could probably freeze the video and take a quick read through, but it gives you an idea that there is a slight variance in terms of how the ship performs in terms of an op kit award. Now you could purchase this probably on eBay. I haven't seen any events by WizKids as of yet, but if you want to look for this card, check there. So what I have here is the op map. You'd have to get it at the event or try to get it online, for example, like at eBay. And this is the map of the proving grounds. And let me flip it over. This was the Tholian web map. So one thing I do like about the Tactics series is all these maps they provide to give you various different types of scenarios. And well, just for the sake of, there you go with the Tholian ship on there. And thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. And if you like this type of video, feel free to subscribe. Make comments if you want to see more details on the Star Trek Tactics game. I have the entire sets, all 4 of them. And they vary in terms of what they offer per set. Some models are unique to each set, and stats-wise, you can really build interesting fleets with them. So until next time, enjoy.